I've used modulating tape effects in the past, you know, like plugins that do that sort of stuff, but like just something that would give it width on the stereo field. You know, pads that come in all the time in mono, and I always want to do something interesting with them and make them not so mono. What I really like that I don't get out of most delay plugins is like a random panning of the delay.
Yeah.
Like so that it's panning, but not in just a sort of steady motion sine wave, but like something random. I'd like to do something like that.
Okay. And we're talking panning here only, and also delay.
So that the dry signal stays where it is, but just that the delay is moving.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of here, it's just kind of there. It's
okay. Let's just start with just a long delay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that's a pretty tight delay time.
So here we have the learn switch.
Right.
And we can of course just learn.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you want to modulate the delay and you want to pan it.
Yes.
So first I go into pan here, and I have the speed and I have the depth of the pan. Speed and depth basically go for all of the modulations, but in this case I want to select a random delay. So it's not a sine, it's something that goes, but it's still under control of the speed and depth.
Yep.
And then I want to enable pan modulation.
Yep.
And then you say you only want the delay, the pan to go on the delay signal.
On just the delay.
Not on the original,
right.
or not on the direct.
Right.
So and that's this switch here. So you can select either the delay, pan on the delay, pan on the direct, both or nothing.
Right.
So we only want it on the delay.
Yes. That's it.
Do you want to filter the delay,
now,
or
I want to filter the delay. I also think we should make the feedback a little more too, so that it's
it's 0 right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Yes. There you go. Something like that.
And you want a high cut?
And yeah, a little bit of filter, like 8K.
Yeah, and on the low you probably
like 200
want
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And then if we hit stop, yeah, maybe a little more feedback on the level. Yeah, there you go. So we really get that lo-fi. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, actually. Yeah, that's great.
There.
There, we just made a preset.
It actually did the
2
trick.
minutes.
So if you're up to it, we'll make a couple more.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd something sort of trashy, like heavily modulated.
The modulation goes for the delay time.
Yeah.
Which
not of the time, but of the pitch.
But the pitch, it doesn't do the pitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the pitch.
Right. But if we're doing the delay time, we can get a little bit of that.
You get that sort of feeling. So
that's.
I would get into the delay here, and pick perhaps a sine wave.
Yeah.
And if you want to make it really trashy, we should perhaps pick a very short.
Exactly. Yeah.
Short delay time.
Yeah.
And then perhaps
a lot of feedback too. It's kind of cool though.
You want more feedback?
I kind of like that. Yeah.
So perhaps we should go a bit. We can. So with this one, any of these up-down arrows here, of course, control a parameter in this time.
Right.
Once I press it once, I press this one. You can see it starts blinking.
Yeah.
The rule is the one that's blinking is the one that you can use the keyboard
so you have to
for.
press it first.
Yeah, you press it, and then I say, okay, so if I want 1 millisecond, I just say 1.
Right.
Here.
Right.
But I can also go below 1. I can say 0.2. 0.2 milliseconds.
Wow, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Now you get some sort of flanging. There you go. That's cool.
Actually,
That's great.
It's
I
a
love
bit
that.
sharp, I think, but
But I like the pitch, the modulation of it's really nice. It's almost like a tape wobble.
we still have the pan on, and
Yeah.
you can hear that. We can, of course, also take that off.
Yeah.
And this one, you can use, of course, to switch the effect off, so you can
Right.
A/B it. So
I love this. I
is
think
right.
I would. This is sort of sounds like a trashy sort of tape sound. I like it like that. What is that doing?
That's the on-off.
Oh, right. Okay.
So this
of
is
the delay.
bypass.
Oh, which is usually in the upper left. Okay, yeah.
That's where it
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah, that's great.
You might want, on this one, you might want a really, really slow pan.
A little bit of a pan, yeah, so that it isn't just stuck there, right? That's great.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's, we call it
I would just
trashy-
call it trashy tape.
tape.
Yeah.
Trashy tape.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, it's basically just a, really super tight delay with kind of modulating pitch, so you get that sort of like warble, that tape warble sound, and we've got it sort of lo-fied, so we've got it, high cut, low cut, just giving that kind of cool, that voice of God sound in a way or something. I don't know. Interesting. Such a trashy Iggy Pop sound.
Are you up for doing a third and last?
Yeah, let's do it.
What kind of?
What
What are you thinking?
I think just something that's just kind of out of control. Maybe something that's kind of I don't know, looping almost or something like that.
Yeah. So we need to perhaps set the delay time in a. Perhaps go to the double of that, which I would then say, okay, it's around here.
Yeah.
That repeats it, but in a slow
Exactly.
way. It gets it almost a bit more scary.
Exactly. Yeah.
Could do.
And what would be cool too would be, you mentioned too about the mod, the reverse mod, right, where you can sort of have the delay almost ducking while the dry signal is sort of present.
Let's try that. So I go to the.
So that it's
Dying.
crazy, but it's doing it
It's crazy,
In
but
and
in an ordered way.
in an ordered way.
It's crazy in a controlled way.
In a
whatever
controlled
that is.
chaos. Exactly. Yes, exactly like that. Because then you get almost like a stuttering thing. And then you get that stuff.
Yeah.
And then it starts to open up. And then it starts to do that stuff afterwards.
Yes.
In fact, I love that. See what happens when we do that.
I think it might.
So then it comes back, right?
Yes.
Like that.
Wow.
That's really cool. I almost wonder if there's, now is it panning?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even just a little bit of modulation of the delay itself.
Yes.
And that's selecting here, right?
Precisely.
Yeah. And then depth. Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let's try that. See if it makes it a little wobble.
I don't know what the speed is right now. It's pretty
Fast, right?
pretty fast, but that's also what gets you that.
That's on the delay.
That's on the delay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it because now it's getting a little more random too. Ooh, and it's doing little things like that. That's like we get those little moments. And then it's coming in and out. It isn't just staying there and getting annoying. You know, it's like get a little bit of it and then it goes away, a little bit of it. And that's great. Cool. Take the feedback down just a little bit. Yeah. Actually take the time up just a little bit. I love that. That's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what would we call that one?
I would call it, you know, scattered delays. I never like to just hear a delay, just do a delay and always just stay right there. So I really like the modulating of it back and forth, which I would usually use 3 or 4 plugins to get a sound like that. I would get the delay, then I would get something that's modulating the panning, and then I would get something that's, you know, lo-fiing it or something like that. I would use it a lot just for typical stuff. I use delays all the time. You know, there are others I've used in the past a lot. This is one that I would probably use a lot now that I know that it's here.